there a sound out there? You see someone who stares, a sound I recognize is getting closer.
Welcome back to the GSL. We just saw an epic series where the Fruit Dealer took out OGS Inca. Inca completely caught off guard in both games. And I got to say, I'm very excited to see a Zerg making it into the Final Four.
Yeah.
Congrats to the Fruit Dealer.
I know, man. And Banelings look like limes. So,
yeah, they do.
Our next match, going to be his teammate, Kisu, old StarCraft 1 pro gamer, very successful one at that.
Yeah, formerly known as Tester. He's now changed his name to Kisu. His initial, well, it's actually his initials SSKS, but
Kisu.
We're going to call him Kisu because that's actually just his name. Against
HopeTorture.
HopeTorture,
old
who
school pro gamer as well.
Yep, formerly known as Into the Rainbow, Into the Rain's protege, if you will.
Yeah. Very much known for his multitasking and harassment, his micromanagement in StarCraft 1.
Now, this could be a match we would actually see in the finals, but
yeah,
in this case, it's going to be it's going to have to be in the round of 8. Now, here he is, Kisu. We were referring to him as Tester in the tournament, but apparently he's changed his ID to Kisu.
That's right. A very accomplished StarCraft 1 player. In this tournament, he took out GSL Zenith in the first round. Took out Free Saga, that guy that killed that famous commentator guy.
That guy.
Sing around.
That was a huge
upset.
upset.
Took out Hyperdub after some ridiculous rushes yesterday. And now he is here in the top 8, hoping to get further. Such an amazing player. Wow.
He is so solid. And I was actually about to bring this up, and this sign is very well suited for the entire tournament that we've seen coming from Kisu. Kisu, so many players trying to all in and kill him early because his late game's so solid.
Yeah.
And he manages to dodge every single cheese move.
His early game is even more solid, it seems. He doesn't die to anything, man.
So it's going to be... He's a very worthy opponent, but what's really interesting is his other... Well, the person he's facing up against, HopeTorture. There he is now, known as Into the Rainbow. But we're going to call him HopeTorture here. He's 2-0'd everybody in the tournament. This guy is actually a more accomplished StarCraft 1, pro gamer than anybody else in the tournament.
Yeah, that's right. But in recent years, Kisu's been the most accomplished.
That's true. Kisu is more
overall,
accomplished, but historically,
HopeTorture
has actually had more success. And we have heard rumors, actually, that Kisu, the person he fears the most in this tournament, is Into the Rainbow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, HopeTorture, excuse me.
And rightfully so. These are actually, you're about to see two completely in shape, top-of-the-line StarCraft 1 pro gamers who have been training nothing but StarCraft 2 for quite some time. You're about to see them actually go head-to-head. Yes, this is real. Yes, this is the GSL. Tastes and I are going to hold your hands through it. Just try to not cry.
It's going to be
beautiful.
It's going to be awesome, man. These are old-school StarCraft pro gamers switching over to StarCraft 2. This is the future. We have many more.
This is the future and the past. These guys are old school. They are so good. They're so refined when you watch them. They do not look like a lot of these other pros that we have here. You just watch.
No,
everyone agrees.
They get it, man.
Yeah.
Everybody's scared of these guys. Into the Rainbow is actually the person I'm predicting to win the tournament.
I think
this is going to be his hardest match yet against Kisu.
The winner of this match, I can definitely see winning the entire tournament.
Absolutely.
They are so strong. This could be the finals.
Yeah.
You know, this is going to be an amazing match. I just want to see it. I wish they just started. I don't even care about the maps. Any maps. I don't care.
I really want to see these guys play. Kind of funny they both changed their IDs. Moving over to StarCraft 2. So be sure to ask some great questions strategically on the forums. There is a special section to post on the forums. So you don't post it just anywhere.
Yeah.
Or we don't use
in the question area.
In the question area, please. This is going to be crazy.
All right, here's the map set. Metalopolis, Steps of War, Lost Temple. I like those maps. Should be exciting.
Now, what's interesting about this is it's almost like we have Kisu, sticking with Protoss when he goes over to StarCraft 2.
Yeah.
HopeTorture, back when he was actually known as Into the Rainbow, he was playing Protoss as well. He switched to Terran for StarCraft 2.
And if I just could, Tasos, I'd love to deeply analyze this as no one has watched more StarCraft 1 than me. Tester, or rather Kisu, was a macro Protoss in StarCraft 1. all he based his game on was macro management. He just produced a ton of units. Now, Into the Rainbow is known as a multitasking micromanagement user.
Yep.
He loved to harass. He used a lot of reavers. He really relied upon whittling his opponent down through little advantages to gain the overall big advantage. Now, in StarCraft 2, the macro style carries over very well to Protoss.
Right.
But the micro-harassment style carries over much better to Terran.
Yeah, with the medevacs and stuff like that. I mean, your Vikings and everything else, Banshees, it's a very harass-oriented race. So it should be a pretty awesome series. I guess we're starting right now. All right, here we go with the upper left. He is SKS. And those initials, of course, stand for Kisu. Down here at the bottom, not bottom right, upper right, we have HopeTorture. And HopeTorture, back when he was a StarCraft 1 player, used the ID Into the Rainbow, but it's still him. He's just now using the ID HopeTorture.
And it is Metalopolis, close by air, far by land.
Right.
Yeah. If you're a bird, it's next door. If you're a human, it's not.
It's not. It's true.
If you're a turtle, it's like, it doesn't matter if it is next door because they're so slow anyways.
As you guys can see here, this is the distance they have to travel by land.
It's a long way.
To get to each other's base. Otherwise, by air, you can actually just fly right over there.
I know, you can almost hop, man.
Yeah. If you had
Reapers can almost make it over that.
If you had Nickelodeon moon shoes, you could just jump right over that.
Yeah. If you were a parkour guy from France, you could probably get over as well.
I know. You could. But unfortunately, the races don't get parkour guys.
Well, Terran.
The Reaper.
Yeah, that's about it.
Remember, Kisu said if there's one person he's a little bit worried about, it would be playing HopeTorture.
Yeah.
Because you guys got to understand that nobody really expected him to actually play. He didn't make some big announcement, I am switching over to StarCraft 2. He just sort of did it privately.
Yeah.
Showed up at the tournament using a different ID, HopeTorture. And then the first day of work, Artosis and me are like, oh my God, is that pro gamer Into the Rainbow? So he's here. Yeah. He's not on anybody's team.
Yeah, that's right.
He's just down here playing, training by himself.
He was on OGS for a bit, and we did see him in a few tournaments in the beta phase. For instance, the King of the Beta, hosted by your brother Day 9. He actually got third place in that. Kisu got second, and Idra actually won that tournament with QXC in fourth place. So a very skilled player during the beta as well, but really has kept a very low profile since that tournament. I haven't seen him around a lot.
Not a member of any team at all right now. He's just been coming up with the builds, I think, mostly on his own. Unless he is training with somebody top secret. Nobody really knows what to expect from this guy. Meanwhile, Kisu has kind of been one of the stars of Korea.
Yeah. One
of these guys, everybody's like, oh, man, have you heard of, this guy? He's such a force to be reckoned with. I think he's the best guy in Korea, Our Blue Terran.
Yeah, it really feels like the winner of this match is the favorite to win the whole tournament. Kisu from the very beginning been a favorite in every tournament he's been in and has won most of them, so kudos to him.
Workgate being chrono boosted.
That's right. And also Reaper being made and concussive shells being upgraded. So I think we're going to see a one barracks expansion by Into the Rainbow.
I think you're right. Because he can just use those 400 minerals. He's not getting gas. Just make another command center. Let's see, he does that. Oh, we're so good.
It's a good opening build. I really like it because Protoss oftentimes will not expand until they get that observer out to make sure of what you're doing as Terran, because Terran just has a lot of options to do. So it kind of gets you pretty far ahead, economically speaking, and Protoss has to make this decision. Do I try to attack and do damage? Do I try to kill him? Or do I expand and just be behind economically?
Now you can see he's checking all the hidden corners with the Marine, the SCV. He wants to make sure that the any probe will not spot this fast expansion build. And this is the only chance for Kisu to really spot this. He's got Marines out, chases it away.
Goes through Central Park, and Marauder catches him, and that's that. Should kill that Minx statue, a good place for Void Rays to charge up.
Yeah, that's very true, actually. Plus, I hate Arcturus Minx.
I don't know, he looks like a good leader to me.
It's because you haven't played a single player yet, Artosis.
I told you I did, man.
So you lost on the first mission on Brutal.
That's right. Attack moving does not work, by the way, if you try that first mission on Brutal. Jim Raynor will eventually die.
Now this is pretty smart. He actually just uses the Reaper along with the Marauder and the Marines to make it impossible for the Protoss to have any idea of what's going on. The command center's finished. Is he going to get an orbital?
Yeah.
Something seems late
He's
here.
definitely going to get an orbital.
Well, there it is. Finally researching Stim. Meanwhile, Protoss actually going to go for Void Rays. We were so busy talking about his build. We didn't get the time to give this build that Kisu's doing justice. Excuse me.
This is actually pretty awesome. Right now, unit-wise, we have 2 Marines for HopeTorture. So if he actually waits till 2 Void Rays, this might just be like
this might just kill him.
Very quick win.
Now he's got the reactor over here. He can get a ton of
He's not really
Marines.
making Marines though.
Yeah.
He's making. Oh, there we go. He's getting Stim, making some additional Marines. There we go. He's actually pumping out a good amount of Marines now. I think that he should be pretty fine actually from this.
Now meanwhile, HopeTorture's gone inside the main. He's gonna spot it. He sees it. That means now it's gonna be time to react. The Void Rays are charging up on this depot. He should have canceled that. They're gonna be fully charged.
Fully charged. Here we go. Marines walking up, but 2 fully charged Void Rays can kill Marines pretty fast. But Stim, there we go. Attacking the first Void Ray. 1 goes down. Will the second. And he doesn't get it. But Kisu not in a good position now. He's only killed a supply depot, an SCV, and a Marine or 2. So right now, HopeTorture has to be feeling pretty good.
Meanwhile, the Terran's base set up much quicker than the Protoss' new base. It's not even finished.
That's right, and already we got mules coming down for his opponent. This Void Ray, I believe, is just going to be used for scouting for a little bit and then just join into an army later. Can't really do a lot against Stim Marines.
No, certainly not.
Just flying around, trying to lure another Stim out of HopeTorture. Torturing Kisu with the hope of a Stim. Not going to happen, though.
HopeTorture's builds so far have been so solid. Reminds me of Clyde, but a totally different style.
Yeah, definitely a different style. A lot of gas being collected right now by HopeTorture. And finally throwing up his starboard. And going Immortals, actually. Multiple Immortals instead of Colossi. That is pretty interesting. We normally see people just skip right ahead and hit Colossi. Not today, though.
It's interesting placement here with the starport.
You know, I think that the use of Immortals here might be a second level double counter type thing because a lot of Marines obviously made it. Here we go. Look at this. The Void Ray trying to do some damage there. Gets away.
He
but
did force him to Stim.
Yeah, you know, the Void Ray forced him into extra Marines. Now, Marines are very good against the Immortal, but Marauders are not. So, HopeTorture may think, okay, I've dealt with this. I don't really need Marines anymore. Stop making as many, and that will make the Immortals better. So, that may be kind of a double counter type of thing here by Kisu.
I'm wondering if Kisu is going to be fully prepared for a counterattack, though. Again, he forces a Stim.
Just picking off random things.
So this Void Ray is actually doing a ton of damage because the Terran is almost overreacting every time he sees it stims.
He wants to catch it, just get it out of there. Obviously, Kisu's not going to make another one. You know, he would give anything to get rid of it, but it's not going anywhere. He waits for it to charge up and then goes about his business.
The Observer's out. Note he did get Immortals before the Observer, so he was very anxious about a counterattack. Combat shields, all done. See, Terran has, 11 Marauders, 19 Marines. Protoss with 11 Zealots, 2 Immortals, 2 Stalkers, 3 Sentries.
And Protoss right now getting Thermal Lance upgrade for the Colossus. It's definitely going to want a lot of Colossi to deal with the heavy bionic composition of HopeTorture.
Very passive game since that rush.
And
take a look-see here.
Ghost Academy getting the plus energy upgrade to Ghost, so they pop out with the EMP ready. Nice move there. And it looks like he's just going to rely on Bionic for now. He's got a lot of medevacs, yet no Vikings yet to deal with any Colossi.
Now, this is going to be a timing attack here.
Kisu's got to use these force fields completely perfectly, and I don't even know if that'll be enough. Here comes the Colossus. Good timing on that. Oh, wow, Kisu, you are so good. The Colossi dealing a lot of damage here. Immortals tanking some hits. And guess what, HopeTorture? This is not a good unit composition against what we have Kisu making. He's got his second Colossus out. And I tell you what, man, those Void Rays did very little. His expansion was later. And yet here we have Kisu. Take a look at his supply. 120 against 136. And this is Bionic, which gets supplied up really, really fast. He's doing a great job of coming back here.
Now, Terran's getting a little bit cocky, or he's going to try to take the gold base. I don't know if he's going to be able to pull this off. He does have a few Vikings, but I don't know if it's enough. He stems, he goes in, once again engaging.
Oh, cuts off a bunch of units. Nice positioning, but a good EMP. Colossus doing a lot of damage. Vikings are hitting, though, and more units being rallied out. It looks like Kisu may lose his entire army, and HopeTorture cleans up. This is not good for Kisu. He cannot be losing that army. And no, a Colossus stuck out in the middle of nowhere with the Vikings coming in. No way that's going to survive. A huge blunder here by Kisu. Got way overconfident and just attacked it completely the wrong time. This could be it.
Yeah, I think he shouldn't have moved in over there. I thought that HopeTorture was getting cocky, but that angle was actually very nice for the Terran, and the EMPs were just so solid. It looks like he's going to stop making Colossuses for a while. He's going to go back to Immortals, but I think it's too late for that.
No, there's just too many units here from our Terran player, HopeTorture. Kisu with his final attack, bringing in some probes, and he has to GG. HopeTorture taking down the first game.
HopeTorture, a.k.a. Into the Rainbow, slayed Kisu, also known as Tester, formerly known as Tester. Both these guys, StarCraft 1 pros, switching over to StarCraft 2 because they're so smart, because there's so much more money in this now.
That's right.
These guys, some nerd is about to become a serious baller, and it looks like it's going to be HopeTorture.
It may be, but the next map, Steps of War, and anything can happen on this map. The rush distances are so short.
Yeah.
Kisu, a little bit risky on that Void Ray build. Didn't quite pay off for him. HopeTorture started his Marines just in time, got that stim done, and really punished Kisu for it. But, if Kisu had not attacked, I feel like he could have gotten the right number of Colossus. And with that third base coming up, maybe start his Phoenix production.
Yeah.
And, get this almost unbeatable Protoss army. But he didn't do that. He got overconfident, went in for the attack. Big mistake there from him, but those things can happen. I think against almost any other Terran in the entire world, Kisu could have won there.
Yeah, when the Terran lost all of his stuff at the start and had to run away, and then I saw him taking the gold, I'm like, well, this is kind of risky. But the way he engaged
really
the
good
EMPs,
surface area there.
The concave was very nice. So, wow, very impressive play. Now, both players are confirmed that they're ready to go. So when the Korean commentators are ready to go, we're going to go. The countdown started. Let's do this. Kisu versus HopeTorture. Who's going to win? Let's find out. On the map, Steps of War.
Anytime.
Any second now. It's going to start.